Welcome to another build stream. Today we are working on the Polycarbonate Singa. It's not something you've never seen before. This is the second Polycarbonate Singa we're building, but the switches we're using today are new, I guess. These are the Roselios, I believe. Yes, the Roselios, and they're essentially the Helios but recolored. And they were released with the Sakurios, I want to say. And so, actually, if you're interested in any of these switches, 20% off sale right now at ZealPC, and you can use my affiliate link right here. Does that even work? Nope. Lol. Oh, there we go. But I mean, that's about it. It's not a sponsor or anything. I'm not buying anything myself, so. But hello everybody. First of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to the resubs. Ridhawk at 14 months, so he's in the top 10 of the longest subs. And Long Cutie Pie, 1 month short of an anniversary. Thank you so much. Okay, so hello Ridhawk, Long Cutie Pie, 14 by 71. Shutchi is here too. We have a board for Shutchi on Monday to unbox. It's gonna be the E7 V1, so pretty nice. Trinity the Gamer is here too. P for Pho, Purple, Eamesbird. Eamesbird is the owner of the Polycarbonate Singa we're building today. Mr. Patrov, VPR. Depends on how deep. Why are you limiting it to just that one type of body part though? Okay, and who else? Piezo Electro. Hello, hello. Your skiing looks amazing tonight.
I love you.
I've never been skiing, actually. Sleepson, 8 months. Thank you, thank you. Oh, so not Roselios and Sakurios? Whoops, my bad. False advertisement. I'm sorry, fellas. But 30% off is still, I think, the biggest sale, right? We've ever seen from him, basically. Skin, really? It's the I installed a new filter. No, I'm just kidding. But I swear it's just the camera. It's why it's good that webcams aren't that great yet. It hides all the flaws. Alright, so let's see. Red Hawk says, just packaged up a few things from last sale. So I had some taping time for myself. Oh boy. So torn about that Hyper 7 kit on MM, but 1K for SA is killing me. Don't do it, dude. 1K? Are you for real? You could buy 2 nice SA sets for that money. Okay, so the switches today, Roselios, finished lubing them today, and so not as much clicking problems as the teal switches, as the Tilios, but there was definitely scratchiness and other weird things like that, and reject rate was actually not too good. So we ordered 150 switches. We just needed 80 something. Ordered 150. We only had what was the number? Was it, did I say 14? 14 leftovers? It was like 13 or 14 leftovers, something like that. Yeah, 14 maybe, 14 leftovers. So if you do the math, do some quick math. 150 minus 140. Minus 14. It's 136, and we have 87 good switches here. So 87 out of, well, or hold on, no, 136 minus. So 49 over. So about 36% reject rate out of these 150. But Pietro, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. First timers always welcome. We'll be very gentle. Don't worry. I brought the lube. Okay, so let's get started. The Singa Polycarbonate. I'm not gonna show the kit right now. You can check out the unboxing. We'll take a look at it after when we put the whole thing together. Roselio and Sakura on mass drop though. Oh yes. Yes. I know, right? Maybe Zeal is playing 4D chess, or something, or the manufacturers playing 4D chess. Like, man, I really want some Zeal sales. I'm gonna make some fake ones. Alright, so we need 4 sets of stabilizers. 3 2U, 1 7U. The Singa only supports, the Polycarbonate Singa only supports a weird wing keyless bottom. Nah, no wing. That's kind of redundant, right? But no, this one is actually kind of weird. So, all right, okay. 3 2U wires. Got the 7U wire here. You see if it's straight. Seems good. We'll test it out. Soda23, welcome. Need this camera, ask my wife to only look at me through said camera. Oh yes. Okay, so stabilizers, set this aside. Oh, whoops. I missed. Oh yes. The t-shirt's way too long though. It's basically a dress, but I just wear it at home, so it's whatever. Okay. And actually, speaking of Lego, I have a couple of friends coming from out of town this weekend. And so they're bringing Lego, and they will be on stream on Sunday. We will put together the UCS Y-Wing, so it's pretty exciting. So yes, UCS Y-Wing. So if you like Lego, you like Star Wars, definitely tune in on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, it'd actually be my first time putting together a UCS set. I've never owned a UCS set. What are 300 Tilios? Damn, that's a lot. Red Hawk says, maybe it's because I haven't seen you in a while, but you look extra fine. You're looking extra fine. Thank you. I just got another haircut. I wasn't planning on getting a haircut so soon. But went anyway because one of my friends wanted to go. And so yeah, slightly different, but not that different. Actually, 14x71, if you just want random DCS caps, I have a bunch. I don't know if I still have them. I have a grab bag of DCS caps that no one claimed at a Dallas meetup. So literally, someone just left it there at the meetup. And then when we were asking around, like, whose is this? Everyone's like, no, not mine. Anyone want this? Everyone's like, no, I don't want it. So I was just like, oh, fine, I'll take it. Are you going to KeyCon? No, I am not. ADB7 is here too. How's it going? ADB7, did you pick up anything in the Adidas sale? 33% off, man. It's huge. I'm still waiting for the rare 40%. Biggest I've seen is 40%. But I've only seen it once. So these are Zeus stabilizers. That means you don't have to clip the inserts. So it's one less step compared to genuine cherry stabilizers. Now, which do I prefer after modding, so after lubing and silencing and everything? I still prefer genuine cherry stabilizers for their sound. I still think they sound better. But if you like the looks of the GMK stabilizer, then go for it. And the Zeus stabilizer is a better stabilizer stock. So if you're not going to do any modding at all, the Zeus stabilizer is better. But honestly, the mods are so easy that, you know, if you just have, all you need is dielectric grease. Literally, all you need. And patience. And maybe a steady hand. Even then, it's not something magical. Just don't put too much lube. That's it. That's literally it. Okay, so all you do, you lube. I'm scraping off all the excess. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Doing a terrible job of keeping it on camera. Okay, so all you need to do is you lube the bent end, so over here, and the inside of the bend here. It'll make more sense once I put the plastic back on. So you want a nice and even coat. Now, not too much. So basically, like you're making fried chicken, right? You just want an even coat of batter. You don't want too much on one spot. You don't want too little. Just a nice even coat. And then, and this is all you need to lube. Don't lube the plastic parts. You really don't need to. If you do that, you're just making the stabilizer gummy and slow. So you're basically just lubing wherever the metal wire touches the plastic of the stabilizer housing. Because what you're trying to do is you're just trying to fill in the gaps between the metal and the plastic so they don't rattle around. And that'll get rid of pretty much all stabilizer rattle. Trying to sell a bunch of stuff right now to find other purchases. Yeah, I still need to sell my SA Chocolatier. So this thing might be one of the last streams you see it on this board. Always wanted to visit the Nike and Adidas headquarters. Are you a big sneakerhead or something? I mean, I've never. Really cared to do that. I'm all about Supreme! I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I don't even like Hawaiian Supreme. Because pineapple does not belong on pizza. You heard it here first, folks. You know why? Because those pineapples are taking out space where onions could be instead. There's only so much stuff you can put on a pizza. And if I had to choose between putting pineapple or more onions, I'd definitely go with the latter. Mr. Patro says, one of the benefits of living in Portland, Nike and Adidas, and UO H quarter, UO or UA. So pretty easy to get passes to the employee stores, which is permanent 50%. Ooh. Damn. Well, if you find a way to get me one of those. Just proxy it. Or something. Man, speaking of, where is Devness? Yeah. I told him about the Adidas sale because there was a sale on eBay, on their eBay site as well, as in Adidas's eBay storefront. Some pretty good deals on there actually. And Devness bought like five pairs. to try. You know, he's not gonna. I keep telling him he shouldn't keep all of them. He should just compare them. Yes, the deals on eBay are pretty nice. I actually have 2 pairs that came in. I'm returning because the prices keep falling. So I bought it once, and then I checked eBay, and it was cheaper there. And then a day later, it was cheaper again. I was like, fuck. Best employee store is Colombia. It is massive and has so many different categories of stuff. Oh, nice. I had no idea. I know the outlets stores are pretty lame here in Dallas, at least. They're not really nearby, and the selection is pretty lame, especially for Adidas. Nike's having an additional 25% off of their sale items. So that's cool. Although I'm not much of a Nike person. Don't really care for them. That's one thing I share with other people in the South. Just kidding. Burn all the Nikes. It's either Allen or Arlington. Both have a trash commute. Yes. Yes, Allen or Arlington. Yeah, they're both fucking terrible. Both just as far, I think, from me. Well, the Allen one, I think... is the Allen one even nearer? I don't think so. Yeah, and my God, going there on a weekend it just feels awful. Like, I know some people love going to malls when it's packed. They like that feeling of community, I guess. I don't know. They love that feeling, that hustle and bustle and noise. I hate it. I cannot stand it. It's why I don't like going to malls and stuff. It's loud. It's rowdy. So many people everywhere. Kids fucking screaming. Kids are fucking screaming. It's like the Indian restaurant we went to. Well, it's different though. The Indian restaurant, you had elbow room. Whereas in these outlet malls, just... Man, Under Armour is an interesting one because it's an American company, but they they spell armor the British way with a U in armor. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Maybe it was so to make it seem like it's an... you know, it's like this. Ooh, it's an import. It's an import. Good food and they smell. Whoa! I did not say that. What the fuck? It is weird they're going to the Indian restaurant because I've been there 6 times now. Each time, I've been literally the only non-Indian there. And so the store owners kind of give me this weird look. Like, seriously, it's kind of strange. Like, we were eating something. And it's like my brother got some bottomless thing. And then I guess they were trying to make sure we weren't sharing or anything. Like, they came to sit down at a table. beside us, the store owners or the employees or whatever. I'm just like, dude, like we're just trying to eat. Like what the hell? Crippled, hey, how's it going? Back from the bar, how was it? Are you drunk out of your mind? Yes, Under Armour. Under Armour smells. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Have you guys been to arcades? Arcade bars, I guess is what they're called. There's a pretty popular one here in Dallas. It's called Cidercade. So you pay $10 to go in, and it's all you can play. For the arcades, you don't need tokens and stuff like that, and then you have to pay for drinks on top of that. So it's pretty cool. It's actually a great spot if you have kids, like surprisingly, because you just let the kids go into the arcades and just let them play, and then the adults can just have some drinks. Bar plus Mexican plus wife. Wait, what? Last time I went, I think we were the only not brown people there. Yes. Although technically you're brown. Technically. And I'm a lighter brown. Okay. One thing I did not check. I did not check whether the PC mount switches will fit into this PCB. They should. Just because the new Zeal switches all have the standard circumference and girth for the PC mount pins, so should be fine, but it's still worth making sure. Alright, now I need a screwdriver. Started a bar, then ate Mexican, then ate my wife. Oh yeah, hung with my wife. Okay. Sat at a bar, then a hung Mexican, ate my wife. I have not had good Mexican food in a while, actually, now I think about it. The last time the last time I had Chipotle was like 3 months ago. I'm just kidding, no, Chipotle is not. I'm just kidding. A detained Mexican, nice. Did you eat it hot or with ice? So Monday we are unboxing a E7 V1. It's gonna be pretty nice. Eansburg says, I miss Mexican food so much since moving to the East Coast. Yeah, I just don't know where to go for Mexican food. You can't trust the Dallas subreddit for food suggestions. They are absolutely terrible. Lubing some GAT inks tonight, and they're a little inconsistent, actually. What's with that? So, what do you mean by inconsistent? What is the problem you're having with them? Are some of them weirdly scratchy, or? Yes. I mean, that's what we had to do with the Roselios. That's why I threw away, 36% of switches. Not all of them were, not all the 36% were from scratchiness problems. Maybe a handful of them were from clickiness. Or clicking. Man, Red Hawk, how often do you eat Mexican food, by the way, since you've lived your whole life in New York City? Cripple says, what do you think of the SA Laser kits? I don't know if the Cyberdeck look, if I like the Cyberdeck look, but great profile. I'm thinking about some mods. Cyberdeck. Here's what I think. If you don't know how you feel, don't buy it. Right? Only buy it if you're absolutely in love with it. I think that's pretty safe. That's how I've been doing it. That's why I've skipped most recent KeyCat group buys. Purple says, wow, Anthony, I'm brown AF, but we've never been out for Mexican food. That's right. Do you know a good place? You change that and get some Mexican food? I'm completely down, dude. Probably just gonna get yellows or CU's Vin Blacks. Here's what I think. Okay, I can confirm this after I rebuild the mirror. Hopefully I will get to that next week. But yes, the Milky Garon yellows. You just need to swap the tops out. And so what I'm doing is I'm swapping the tops out for some Retool black tops. So if those work, then I would actually recommend those. Like, they're not bad. Not bad at all. I quite like them. Pretty low. I wouldn't say low, but around 30% as well, actually, the reject rate. So it all depends. I think, actually it rounds out to being about the same, right? Price. So it depends. At least with the Garon yellows, if you like the stock spring, then you can save some money on springs. I like the stock weights, on the stock springs. On the Gat yellows. Don't think Mexican, probably once. You just sold it to some unsuspected. Yeah, I am a firm believer in just throwing away switches that don't feel nice. Like, don't even try modding them. Like, it's really not worth the. You know, if you can only afford that one batch of switches, like, you know, you're stuck on an island with just 90 switches and you have to make them work somehow, then sure. But other than that, most of the time you'll just end up making the problem worse. It's kind of like bent spacebar wires, stabilizer wires. Most of the time, you're better off just buying a new one, sadly. Right? Like, I wish you could try to find a way to fix it yourself, but yeah. Almost every time you just make it worse. A lot of people aren't down with the drop of Samurai, the limited offers on it. Is it selling well though? Do you know? I mean, I haven't kept up with it at all. I think that the sad part is with how I look at drops, right? Not mass drops anymore. Drops is I just sort by newest, and I just check it every day. And so because of that, I've missed out on a lot of drops that I was actually interested in, just because I don't ever use their recommended sort, right? Like the featured thing, and I don't ever sort by ending soon. I just sort by new, and so if it's something that was interesting and I don't click remind me, I was like, oh shit, that was over. Oh whoops. Because I don't see it. I only see the new ones. Alright, so we've got the stabilizers. Let's test the switches and the plate now. So the switches fit, though pretty tightly. Oh, I remember the Singa brass plate is insanely tight though, so hopefully this doesn't become a problem.
I love you.
Hammer Brother, 17 months. 17, I believe, is... Hammer Brother is number 2 or... Let me see. Is it number 2 or number 3? Let me check. Number 2. So hammer better. Thank you, thank you. What was I on about? Oh yes. I forgot to put. SA Laser 3.8k sold. Red Samurai 628. Wait, when does SA Laser end? Damn it, I might have to think about that. Seven days. Well. Like the thing is, I think that surprisingly, GMK has been the best at keeping its value. The newer essay sets, they no longer flip for more than double the price anymore, or at least not as often. Right? Not all sets do that. Whereas GMK has made a resurgence. I know DSA and Japanese Horror Writer. Thank you so much. 1,000 bits. Now I know you don't like typing in chat, but I did receive the. So I received something from Japanese Horror Writer actually. So this is for Shachi, who was in chat earlier. So we're unboxing this on Monday. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even show the front of the box. ESL. Holy shit. Well, my thumbs are gonna be destroyed tonight. Happy Friday to you too, how about it? And again, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Japanese horror. Man, this thing is ridiculous. Now the nice thing about PCB mount is that I don't have to do switch alignment for this build. So that's nice. Someone needs to invent a tool to help with pushing switches into the plate PCB to save thumbs. Yes! It can get horrible. Oh. Yeah, the plate seems to be a little warped towards the sides. So hopefully, let's see, we fix. Whoops. Yeah, putting the center switches is always difficult because if you, when it's too tight, you push hard, the plate will bow towards the middle. See, I'm shoving it in, but you'll see that this corner is not completely fitted. See that? The front right corner over here. And so what I have to do is I have to use this switch puller to pull the plate upwards. Yeah, see, so there are plates, you know, you don't want plates that fit too loose, but I think that the polycarbonate, the brass Singa plate is definitely too tight. Like, I think that, I think it has the same problems with standard cherry switches. Yeah, most people complained about that for the polycarbonate Singa. This is actually kind of ridiculous. Maybe I should have started in the middle, maybe? Would have been easier. Let's try that actually. We're gonna start in the middle. Oh no. NGB, hey! How's it going? Shoving in that pink. How's the ski lodge? I know you're at a really cool hotel or inn or whatever right now. And Davnis is here too. How's it going? Had the same issue in my random play from eBay. How much did you pay for that? Reason Trapman, welcome to the stream. See, so that's a better problem than having it on an expensive keyboard kit. So yeah, this is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
NGB 200 bits. How's it going? I feel like I'm in The Shining. I actually have not seen that movie. My younger brother has, and he always talks about it, or he's mentioned it a few times. I shouldn't say always talks about it. Wow, this is pretty bad actually. Am I better off just putting the middle switches in first, because it's actually almost impossible to do this without permanently bending the plate, although it is already slightly bent. Yeah, see, so this makes it harder. I think so this was a desoldered kit, right? I think the previous guy had the same problem with this, so you can see the plate bends towards the middle. You see that? Just very slightly. Yeah, you can see that the... See, I think this makes it more obvious. You can see the curves. So the center part is definitely bent inwards. So what I need to do is... might have to just put switches in the middle. Make sure all the pins are nice and straight. Hit $10 for 2. Ended up in a PCB on the switches, already on the plate. It's much easier that way. Yeah, might have to do that for this build because this is insane. Excited, Salty Fruits, how's it going? I'm excited to get my linear razor green switches. How much did you pay for those? And you say some parts of it are cool, but other parts are just old, not updated, like the carpets, air conditioning, some other things. Kids like it though. Tons of stuff for them to do. Are you skiing? It's a ski lodge, right? So you make sure pins are nice and straight. Oh, for soccer. Okay, that makes sense. That's a cool place to play soccer though, damn. Or at least to stay for the weekend. Yeah, it seems nice and rustic. See, I don't get why people like going camping here. And like, if you live in a nice, you know, temperate place, I get it. When you're in Texas, the trees aren't really that green, you know. It's warm, it's hot. Camping just isn't fun. I mean, in general, I don't even like camping, but, you know, I prefer to have lower temperatures and prettier trees. Yeah, see, the tricky part is now to make sure that none of the pins end up having problems. The contact pins, that is. I hate everything about camping except for the roasted weenies. I mean, you can just do roasted weenies in your backyard, so you don't need to go camping. Man, but I am worried that because of the PCB mount pins also fit quite tight into this PCB, that might have trouble squeezing everything in. So we'll try it. Yeah, because again, these are PC mount switches. So another thing I could do is I could clip all these to become plate mount and then put them on the plate and then just put them in. Yeah, that I think would be, if this doesn't work, then we'll have to do that. You know what? I think that is the best move, honestly. So, what I will have to do now is all these switches, I have to clip the PC mount pins off because otherwise, yeah, there's no way. You can do this safely. Yeah, so anything that's not in the bigger universal cuts, I am just gonna make them plate mount. Yeah, but make sure you, when you're doing this, you have to clip them nice and clean. Most people that I've seen clip their PC mount switches, because you know I have to rebuild and repair boards. Most of them are not clipped cleanly off, so you can. There's still like remnants of the PC mount pin, and so the switch doesn't sit flat against the PCB most of the time. GMK Kofefe or no? Do you have a link to it? And he says, sometimes I start a fire by myself in the backyard just to make roasted weenies. So good. Man, that is the life. BPI says, when I was younger, my family went camping here in Texas, but we didn't go into the woods. We went to one of the rivers, stayed in one of the sites, pitched a tent, cooked on a campfire or portable stove, played in the river, skipped rocks, went tubing down. Did you enjoy it? Jimmy Cafe. Man, I will say that is one of the most disappointing interest checks I've seen in my life. I heard it, I'm like, oh man, I'm on board, and then I saw the actual the color distribution. I was like, yeah, okay, never mind. Like, why can't someone just make a nice brown set? Like, how difficult is that? A nice brown and sand or brown and beige set. Why? Why is it so difficult? Let's make GMK Knock 2 or something. right? Like look at DCS Coffee. That's a nice set. And then GMK, you know, they had to do the, what was it? The ocean, whatever, I can't remember. But basically the coffee set would have been a second kit. Would have been the alternative kit. The stock one was like this Oasis. Yes, Oasis. Where it's beige and beige and blue or beige and cyan. And so, you know, the coffee one wouldn't even have sold very well. And then now you have GMK Cafe. And it's like goddamn white base. Like why? Who gives a shit? Right? Like it looks like almost any other set out there. Just with some brown thrown in. You're knocking DSA Coffee House. I owned it with pride. Wait. Did I knock? I'm talking about DCS. Is DSA Coffee House pretty much the same thing? Yes, pretty much the same thing. That's why I said. Those are nice. Why can't they just do that with GMK? Why? Why? Why not? Just do that. If I owned a DSA set, it would be that one. There was almost no brown in it? Yes. Oh, that's why I was jumping. Yes, it's more white than brown. Just like the cabinet. Oh, whoops. Yeah, so this is fun. Gonna have to vacuum tomorrow or something, because otherwise I have these little transparent plastic phalluses all over the floor or carpet. Pretty Ricky, hey, how's it going? Megan told me to check out your stream, say you wanted the best. Well, welcome. Sorry I missed you by about 2-3 minutes. Welcome, yes. Friend of Megan's, a friend of mine. Yeah, so we are building a custom mechanical keyboard. We're just having some issues with the plate and the switches, so we're doing some clipping. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Megan is a arts and or makers and crafting streamer, I should say. She streams primarily during the day, which is why unfortunately I don't catch a whole lot of her streams. Yeah, she used to be known as. But did she recently? No, 7MS, right? Let's see if this works actually. Or did she change her name? Not a 7MS. I can never remember which is which. Which came first?
With the vanish.
Whoops. Okay, so she was 7MS and she changed to. There we go. Yes. So those of you who don't know. And I actually told my. So my younger sister is really into art and stuff. And, you know, I told her she had the personality for streaming. Like, she's actually hilarious. Like, you know, like the self-deprecating kind of humor. She's actually pretty funny. And so I told her she should try streaming some arts and stuff. And because she recently got a Wacom tablet for drawing. And so I actually told her to watch Megan. You know, learn a few things. And see whether you like that sort of stuff. And whether you could see yourself doing that. Yeah, and Megan actually makes artisan keycaps too. So I know a close friend of mine actually got a unicorn artisan from her. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I got to see it actually when I went to visit my friend. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't want to clip this one. Whoops. Yeah, I swear it gets more interesting right after this. I'm just fixing this thing. I really hope this gets fixed for the Singa Polycarbonate round 2. I know round 2 is happening. Yeah, because it's honestly unacceptable how tight the cutouts are. No brass plate for next round, only aluminum. Plate will not be as tight. Yes. And at least with aluminum, you can fix problems more easily. It's one of the reasons why I don't like brass and steel. You know, if the plate is warped and like that, good luck trying to fix it. Okay, so we need to clip more switches. Basically anything that is going into the tight spots are just going to be clipped. Let's see, how many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 9, 11, 9, 11. 13, 15, 16, 18, 20, 24, 25, 26. Did I count these already? About 29. Okay, we're gonna click 29. Lots of fun, am I right? Mr. Petrov, is DSA Coffee House the favorite set you own? Like I said, I just really want a JMK version of that. Like that's all I want. I mean, if they can make a PBT version of that thing, even better. But I don't think it's possible. I think for the mods, you'd have to do dark brown on brown instead of, you know, cream on or beige on brown. But I wouldn't mind. Basically, just 3 shades of brown. Would be cool. Okay, some more clipping. Man, don't you wish Microsoft had made Clippy their AI assistant instead of Cortana? That would have been way more fun, wouldn't it? Cortana was actually so disappointing because we thought we would get the Cortana voice actor, and turns out they were literally just using the name. Isn't there a PBT cherry profile coffee set? I haven't seen it in a long time. Oh yes, is that the reverse dice up one? Apparently it's kind of bad. Or is that the etched one? I can't remember. But basically it's not like an amazing dice up set at all. Otherwise I would have bought it. I'm trying to think what keycap set would be nice on this board. So last time we did this, we did what did we do? We did I just remember it was like, I think white, gray, and dark gray, I want to say. For the previous polycarbonate Singa. That one had, was it vintage blacks? I can't remember now. Anthony only buys amazing things. Absolutely. Did you not know that? Just realized I'm not even wearing my watch right now. Yeah, for those of you who missed it. Man, I hate that. There we go. Oh yes. And it's not the right time at all. Wait. Whoops. It's 10:50. There we go. Oh yes. Look at that. That blue. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping the build would be nice and quick, right? Because I think I said to do laundry tonight. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it tonight or tomorrow night. Because I have friends visiting from out of town this weekend. So I have to wake up early tomorrow. Yeah, anyone else doing anything fun for Memorial Day weekend? I know some people are taking the whole week off, so that's fun. Peter Ricky says, just got the keys, been loving it. Got my first nice board, learning a lot. Nice, what did you get? You should definitely join the Discord if you're just looking for a nice group to discuss keyboards and learn from. Man, I really hope this works. I have to make sure all the pins are nice and straight. So go back and do that. Master up alt, how bad is Miami backlit PPT? I mean, it is what it is. It's not going to be as nice as... Because it's not a chair profile set, right? First game is at 8 a.m. The field is 45 minutes away. Oh no. Oh no. You don't have to go, right? Is your whole family there, or is it just you? I think, is your wife there as well? GMK Samurai and Dev Titty. Oh man, I'm still waiting for my... Oh, whoops, focus. I'm still waiting for... MT3 Godspeed. It's supposed to ship soon. Soon, TM. Jesus, man, this plate is insane. You can just hear the plastic struggling. I think the Dev Titty looks like it would be nice to type on. I mean, it's definitely worth a try. And, you know, you can at least get your money back, I think. If you decide, you know, it's not to your liking, you can always sell it on Mac Market. Get some money back. You know, worth trying out. VPS says kids' last 3 days of school are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Then she's on summer break. Not sure what we'll be doing Memorial Day. Take a swimming or something. I don't know. Do you have a pool nearby? I hate that most apartment complexes have pools. I really hate it because I will never use the pool. So, you know, all the other amenities, and then, you know, it jacks up the rent a little bit. I know not by a lot, you know, in terms of, like, you know, honestly spread out the, you know, the cost, the maintenance costs across all the units. I get that it's not that big of an increase, but still. Right, if I can just sign something that says, I will not use the gym and the swimming pool and some of the other amenities, and I'll take like $30-40 off my rent, I would be so happy. Because fuck that shit, I'm never gonna use that stuff. Especially the pools, they're always nasty. And even if they're not nasty, like, I just don't care for it. Complex has a pool, then there's also the Apex Center nearby as well. Oh, nice. Speaking of Apex, I have not played that game in a long time. Months. I think after they released the new hero, I played it for like a week or two. That was it. And if you said just me, the wife, and the kid, I just want to ditch the kid and have a nice weekend at the lady Kurgasm. Oh, yes. Full on Geralt. You gotta get a unicorn, right? Was it a unicorn or was it just a regular horse? It's a unicorn, right? In Witcher 3. Yeah, Red Samurai is a nice set too, actually, in terms of the colors. If you like the colorway, definitely get it. Like it's actually one of the better GMK sets that's come out. The colors definitely didn't disappoint. Alright, I think we're almost good now. I have to line up all the pins. Make sure everything's nice and straight. Yeah, see, so this is why I usually don't recommend this method, but in this case we're kind of forced to do this because the plate is too tight. Way too tight. Okay, moment of truth. We still haven't even tested the stabilizers. That's just amazing. See, we are having fitment issues still. think all the contact pins are doing fine now. I think. This is pretty annoying. Yeah, this is not fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and test the stabilizers though. VPS says I'm just playing Path of Exile right now. Yeah, I've not played that game in a while either. I used to play that game a lot with God. And I think he still plays it. He loves that game. I don't really care. Should have my cheap Emperor look alike for a clutch. 61. Holy shit, must be. Yes, this is insanely tight. Ridiculously tight. Stupid tight. Yeah, it's so tight. See, when I tried to pull this corner switch out just now, it just broke the release tab for the switch. See how this one is, maybe you can't really see it. Oh, you can. Okay. See this part sticking out here? This one's gone. So I might actually just replace this switch. Yeah, see? Because how tight the plate and PCB were. See how this part just clipped in completely? The issues with box switches running keycaps? No. There are a couple of tools to try and fix that. So basically you're shaving the stem of the box switches. But yes, that's an extra cost. You have to buy the shavers. Alright, let's test the stabilizers. And we can start soldering, I think. Spacebar. No rattle. Nice and straight. Yeah, not just thicker sides. It has a nub that is destroying keycaps. Like there's like a nub or a ridge that sticks out, and that I think is still the main thing. At least that's what people say. So it's pretty dumb because I bought the retooled box switches, thinking, oh, they fixed it. Nope. Basically, just made more money off of us idiots for trusting them. This time I started my board, I forgot to install the enter stabilizer. Feels dumb. Yes. That is a painful lesson. So did you desolder the whole thing, or did you just use it as is? I know a lot of people who just use it as is. It's kind of insane. Yeah, so thankfully no rattle here. But not the fun part, the soldering. Turn the fan on. Okay, we're finally making some progress, so that's good. Took a whole long detour. See, I'm really worried about the switches in the center. At least it's better than the alternative. I think it's not bad now. I think one way to do this, actually, hold on, is to put more switches in the front row. Okay, so I need to figure out this part. In the bottom row, I mean. I think one way to help with this part of the plate is, this one goes here, yes. To just use more PC mount switches to hold the plate down. Whoa, JK. Didn't really do anything. What's your favorite lard? Pork lard is my favorite. Now I know Red Hawk might object to that, but pork lard. But no favorite keycap set, no favorite board. That's always been my answer. There's just nothing. I have had a, I have a, nicest kit I've put together. As in terms of just the quality and the everything, just the Matrix Able Plus. But is it a keyboard I'd buy? Is it my favorite keyboard? No, it's not. Yeah, so the idea right now is, because we're having trouble with the center of the plate not being completely straight, I'm just trying to use more PC mount switches, because I know they're really tight with the plate, right? To just, the PC mount pins are also really tight to PCB, so to just help hold down the plate. And obviously I'm not soldering these in, I'm literally just using it to hold the plate nice and straight. Oh, but speaking of the cock keyboard, Gawk says that the interest check should be coming out this week or next week. So that's exciting. Although I think that it's looking increasingly like it's going to be a private group buy. I don't know yet. Really depends on whether there's a manufacturer or vendor that'll be interested. Yeah. Doc and I definitely are not interested in running a group buy. Like running the shipping stuff and doing all the logistics, collecting the money and shit. Definitely not interested. We just have other things we're busy with. Yes, I'm gonna solder the corners first, as always, and then the middle. It's probably a good time to take my watch off, actually. Details in Discord? No, not yet. He just teased it on his Instagram. But yeah, I don't know the details yet. Yeah, but don't worry. If it does end up being a private group buy, I will, to the best of my ability. Help those in the Discord. And the subs on here. But yeah, it all depends. It's all up in the air. Wilba is working on the PCB and he's almost done, I believe, or completely done. I can't remember. So yeah, so he'll have a Wilba PCB too. No, this is the pre-cum, yes. This is Gok's board, not mine. This one is, but it's definitely very similar, right? The layout is basically the same, except for one key in the top right corner. That's the only difference. So, the 7V. So basically the same thing, just without the logo. And the mounting system is Gok's idea, not mine. And then, yeah, so basically it's the precursor to if the cock happens. You know, because if this board turns out great, then I might not even bother working on the cock. The thing is that you know, as much as I I still prefer sharper angles compared to the very round 7V. That's to me. Poner made it. Hey, how's it going? And yes, he actually wanted a layout more similar to the Xeno. And then after some long discussions, we decided, okay, yes, we will go with the cock layout. And actually, on Monday we'll be unboxing the E7V1, which is basically a rip-off of that layout. Which is, you know, again, similar to the cock layout. The E7V1 layout was first shown at the exact same day, a few hours after the first time I showed the layout and board on stream. So that's why the E7 is gonna be fun. Just look at the Discord channel for it. Or do you mean, like, do you want to give a name to the layout? I just call it a 75 plus plus or 70% plus. Right, because essentially the 75% layout, but the plus doesn't mean more keys, it just means bigger. Right, because you're adding lines to it, you're adding staggers and, well, not staggers. Yeah. 75 with a happy ending. Oh yes. Exactly what it is. Because I'm pushing down really hard to make sure that this... The center keys are nice and flush. Okay. Oh. Gotta go beast mode on this thing. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's do more in the... I think after the KB67 and my MK2, I'm gonna hunt for a 60%. What about the what was the one that Kevin Plus teased? The one that AI03 and him are working together on? The 60% version of the MK2 or Mark II, basically. Polaris. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting. Looks like it just takes the 8X Mark II and makes it and adds improvement. Okay, so which one was my spacebar key again? This one. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. LOL. Have there been any updates for the MK2 or the Mark II? I have not seen anything since the group buy ended, or pre-order ended. Haven't seen anything and I'm dying. Yeah, I believe I should be building at least 3 of those things. So should be fun. I hope it'll be good. One of the reasons why I kept suggesting people to go with polycarbonate was because I think that with polycarbonate it's easier to get a nice sounding board compared to with metal, honestly, in terms of the bottom. Because with polycarbonate, you basically get a very hollow sounding, plasticky, very stocky board. And so, it won't sound pingy, it won't, you basically know what to expect going in. Whereas with aluminum, it's more of a, if a full metal, it could just sound terrible. It could sound nice. It could sound nice and muted, but it could just sound just absolute trash. So At least that's what I think. Yeah, basically when you make it just with a polycarbonate bottom and you get a nice stocky hollow sound, it just masks any kind of problems that might come up. Because all you hear is just the loud thumping. Yeah, so I'm spreading out the soldering just so we can straighten out the plate, because it is not straight at all. It is pretty warped, and the tightness only makes it more of a problem. I'm having to be extra careful with the soldering. Full poly Polaris, Polyris, if you will. Yeah, but of course another thing is then, you know, because I know the design isn't that different from the 8X Mark II, then maybe you want something different, maybe. But maybe you want something similar. Has anyone gotten their canoes yet? The ones from the percent website launch. Hope the cock won't bend in the middle. I hope not. I think the 7V, I think it'll most likely be a polycarbonate plate. FR4 polycarbonate, I think so. It won't be a regular plate mount setup though. Like they'll be quite different from the usual. So I think that the idea last I heard was, yes, polycarbonate plate. Okay, see how the plate is warped around here? Okay, so check this out. Okay, see the bumps in the front of the switch? See how these are all touching the PCB, right? And then you get towards this part, these two switches, and you can see they're floating just a little bit, and this one by quite a bit more. See that? See how? Okay. See over here, we can't even slide a post-it note underneath the front. Over here, see? Look at that. You could probably even fold it and it would still go through. So see, so now it's folded, right? Could probably still manage to squeeze it in somehow. See, it still goes in. So yes, I am trying to figure out how to fix this. So one problem is that again, because the switches aren't even completely flush in the plate. So you can see it's pretty much as deep as it'll go already, but you can see that. You see this little bit of plastic sticking out. I don't know if you can see that. So basically, you can see that it's shaving part of the little bit of the switch out. So, because of that little, see how it's not completely flush against the plate, and this is as deep as it goes because you're pushing up a bit of the plastic, and then so it's squeezing against that little bit of plastic is squeezed up and is now between the switch here and the plate. So yeah, so what I might even do for, like, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's like just a tiny bit sticking out of here. If I desolder this switch and I pull it out, maybe you can see it. All right, NGB. Good luck at the game tomorrow, or at least good luck to your daughter. I hope you, well, good luck waking up on time. Okay, so we're gonna desolder this one switch. How do you clean your keyboard cases with wipes? You okay? I mean, what kind of material are you talking about? Most of the time, just a microfiber cloth will be fine. BPS, I got my canoe. Which color did you get? Did you get random? Yes, good night to you too, NGB. Ocean, do you like it? Yeah, just, I mean, it shouldn't be that filthy, so just a microfiber cloth should be fine. Let's see if I take the switch out. Okay, so to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, see how this side is relatively fine, right? Now look at this side. You can see it's getting pinched in pretty tight. Okay, you can see how it's not smooth here. You see how it doesn't reflect light the same, like over here? See, compared to this side, where it's all smooth over here. See this? This clean edge. Where I'm running my nail across. Okay, so this is the unaffected side. Look at this side. And you can see the little piece of plastic sticking out. You see that now? This little bit over here. So maybe I can get my tweezers to show it better. See, so first of all, it's no longer a clean edge like the other side. See? You can see something's getting squeezed and pinched here. See that? And then okay, you can see it here. Alright, do you guys see this? See this part here? The thing you see that? It's almost like just a little hair sticking out. So that's the plastic that has been just shaved out and is preventing the switch from completely being flush with the plate. So because it's not completely flush with the plate, the bottom corner bumps don't touch the PCB. As a result, see this little piece? Yeah, so one thing we could do is we could file the switch just here in particular. See if it'll fit better that way. Okay, so I removed that little bit of excess. Then, oh man, the back's actually even worse. Okay, look at this. See this part just sticking out? Like, see that? That's what I'm talking about. So this is the plate scraping and just shaving off this part of the switch. See that? This little part that's coming out. Yeah, this material is stiff. You can hear that. Can you hear it? See, this is a normal switch. See, nice and clean. And then this is after squeezing into a Singa plate cutout. Yes, pretty wild. So yeah, so what I'm gonna try to do is clip this off, and then we will this is your girl after singing Hearthstone, say. Yes. So I'm just going in. Still not flush. So maybe more filing involved. Oh, I didn't file it. Oh no, did. Let me get another file. This is fun stuff. No worries about lurking. Okay. Does it fit better now? Do I have to do it for the other side as well? I don't think so, right? Okay, so let's try taking this switch out. See if it suffers the same fate. Yes, but not as badly. You don't see the shaved part. But still. Might have to just do it to all four corners instead of just the right side. Let's see. Okay, but it at least is better now. Noticeably better. So that's good. Let's try shaving the right side too. Left side. This community shine Bluetooth keyboards, no streamer makes them. That's what I've seen. I wouldn't say the community shuns it. It's cost prohibitive is what it mostly is. Right? Basically it's not a feature that a lot of people need. And so if let's say I'm trying to make a custom keyboard that's gonna hit the $400 price point, you know, I can't go over that because otherwise I might have trouble getting the numbers for it. So what I need, I want a good good manufacturing, good tolerances. I want good anodizing, although most custom keyboard group buy runners and vendors still have trouble doing that. You know, basically it's a checklist, right? And I think that Bluetooth is way far down for most people. Like, you know, I'd rather have, you know, it meet all these other things first. Sure, if we can do it Bluetooth, fine. But other than that, exactly. And the battery is a big thing. Yeah, battery, and then, you know, if it's metal, then you have to worry about, okay, so how am I gonna, you know, get Bluetooth to work with a fully metal case? I have to make some design choices. And then, yes, battery. It makes it very asymmetrical. It makes it, you know, it just adds so much complications to it that, you know, right now we're still trying to figure out what's the best way to make a keyboard sound and feel very premium and nice. And so Bluetooth, throwing in the battery and Bluetooth just kind of it's just a big fuck you basically. Because you have to deal with, you know, okay, where do I put the wires? Where do I put this? Where do I put that? And yeah, so you're basically just... And when it is not mass manufactured, when it is just basically private persons running the buy, anything with batteries makes it very difficult to ship for legal reasons. It's why, you know, there are a lot of things where, you know, they'll send you the remote controls, but they won't send you the battery, or they won't send you this, they won't send you that, because there's just a lot of regulations that you have to consider. And so if you're a big name manufacturer, you know, you have a team to do that, you have the money to go get all this approved, you know, to meet all these regulations. When you're just a private person, you don't have the means to do that. So again, it's just all the compromises, all the concerns, just not worth it. Like, I mean, if I could just add Bluetooth to my board, just
I love you.
at no cost, you know, to the design, to anything like that, why not? That's why I have a Bluetooth board. But, you know, it's one of the worst boards I own. Yeah, it's Philco Manila Air. And 14 by 71, 3 months in a row, thank you so much. Or 3 months, thank you. I thought you're getting, did you? Oh right, you have the round 1 CA66. Isn't Devnus getting a Bluetooth one, or is he not getting a Bluetooth CA66? Cause no, he's getting it round 2. I just can't remember if he got the Bluetooth option or not. Alright, let's just go ahead and solder. Man, this goddamn plate, dude. So many problems. Did you find someone to buy a MK2 spot from? I saw you looking for it. With the numpad too. Wasn't there a board that tried to be wireless? It starts with an E. Not as spectral, but something that sounds like that. It was a TKL. Just traded HHKB with Russ's clue board for work. Very nice. Did you receive it already? Man, where is the Russ? All right. Okay, so at least the front row looks pretty good. I think I can solder the front row. And it's all these switches on the edges that are being a pain. At least we sorted out the middle. Hey, brother says, I've got a super cheap TKL wireless for work. Velocifier TKL02WS. It's great, only $42 on Amazon, not Bluetooth though, uses a dongle. These solder and put in silent V2s for work. Very nice. Do you like it? Sold on Amazon, last I checked. And Beatlock says, I need to get like 300 ints so I can stock up and also desolder my Helios. Fully decided I do not like silent switches for work. Is there a reason why you don't like it? As in, just for work, or you just don't like silent switches in general? Cause yeah, I have found that I don't really. I thought I would love silent switches, but now I'm just like, I don't really care. But maybe for work, I would still use them. Just not liking. Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically what you're saying is you think that it's the lack of enjoyment or disappointment doesn't make up for the perceived benefits of the silent switches, of having a quieter keyboard. Only use them as I gotta be around my coworkers. They're a bit too scratchy even after loop. Yes, it's just the general inconsistencies, like, I mean, because of the silicone and rubber that they use, you can kind of expect that it's just gonna have like all the switches will sound kind of different, sort of. But Denton Burton Jr., welcome to the stream, by the way. I think it's your first time. I don't recognize that name. Okay, mushy bottom out makes me bottom out even harder and strains my hands. Plus 67 gram is too much. You need to go for around 60 to 62. Yeah, I like 62 to 65. 67 is a bit much. I wish the 63.5s weren't terrible. The split 63.5s. If I clack away, I just use Zilios at work. What compromises? Or box whites, right? Other than their keycap cracking tendencies, still too good. Too good. It's just annoying because once you like them, you just can't. It's so hard to go back. Okay, so we did the left side, right side now. Oh, and the Singa PCB has one part that I need to. Oh, I can't remember which stabilizer it is. Is it the backspace? I think it's the backspace. I have to put electric tape, because otherwise it shorts out. Red Hawk, no. God did not like the 63.5s at all. When I built the board, I told him, I kind of warned him, like, man, I think there's something wrong with the 63.5. And he got it, and that's why it was one of the first boards he sold, the CLS-M. Yeah, he did not like it at all. Sounds like the perfect weight in theory, but it actually ends up being lighter than the 62 gram. And it was just, I mean, I don't know if he's fixed it. Maybe he has. I don't know. I haven't heard about that since. But yeah, and then it was this really mushy feeling. Like it just kind of collapsed when you type on it. Just felt really bad. Maybe, I don't know. I think a lot of it is just lost in translation for Sprit's work. A lot of it is just like, what the hell are you smoking, man, when you're writing this shit? Yeah, I think it's just mistranslations and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Use washers on all my stabs, Singa. Yeah, I don't have washers. I should get some. That was the nice thing about the fixed stabs from Cavity Fans, right? They include washers. Okay, so the sides are done. The bottom row is done. Actually, hold on. I need step caps. So someone said a gherkin for 53 the other day. $55 with boxed burnt oranges and crab bag. Ooh. Did you buy it? Oh man, I saw. So does any of you watch Paul's Hardware? So I saw it was just uploaded today or yesterday. He had a video called "Smallest Keyboard I've Ever Seen," and it's just a 60%. It's literally just a 60%. I'm just like, smallest keyboard that makes sense. Okay, smallest keyboard I've seen. Man, you've not seen shit, and I'm glad you haven't. Oh, did I tell you guys? I actually sold my Atrius. So after desoldering it, I finally managed to sell it. So that's nice. Now I need to sell my TX75. So I need to do. And sell that, and sell as a chocolatier. And what else? Top row. Man, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Like a lot longer. How many hours are we on now? 2.5. Oh wow. Okay, so these switches are definitely well, this part is even more warped around the backspace area. Man, this is actually insane. Man, I need like a mallet or something. Flatten this thing. This plate. See, this is why I don't like goddamn brass, dude. It looks cool, but if you have any issues with it, good luck trying to, like if it's warped at all, good luck trying to fix it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that over here. 1010, how's it going? Why just keyboards? So welcome to the stream. And what do you mean by why just keyboards? Do you mean why do I only stream keyboard stuff, or? Man, it's so hard to see in pictures, but basically this switch is floating in the front quite a bit. So this section is kind of warped around this part. So every time I'm here, it's keyboards. Do you build other projects? No. For the most part, no. It's why the stream name used to be 001 Keyboards, and the email is still there. It's still keyboards. So yes, it is essentially, mostly. In fact, some people complain there's not enough keyboard content. But for the most part, yes. Custom keyboards. I have thought about getting into letterworking and things like that. I've built some. I think I did one PC build on stream. You know, but computers, it's not something you build all the time. And yeah, Lego on Sunday. This Sunday, I'm doing the UCS Y-Wing. Been using the same Logitech for a few years. What is interesting about other keyboards? Oh, that is a whole other world. Mostly just switch type aesthetics. I would say a big thing, especially when you go higher up into the bracket, is just, you know, the sound and feel. Right? You want something that sounds nice as you type, or feels nice. It's like if you're getting a pair of boots or a pair of dress shoes. You could buy something that's $30 off Amazon or at Walmart that from afar looks fine, but when you compare it side by side with, something that's $300, $400, $500, $800, $3,000 a pair of dress shoes, you can definitely tell the difference. Right? The material's different, the cutting is different. One will have way better stitching than the other, or when you're paying $3,000, it's probably bespoke, fully custom, tailor made, so it fits, your feet perfectly and things like that, or it has a specific letter type that you want, a specific die, specific shape and design. So it's basically kind of like that, as with most things. It's like audio as well. It could be, most people will just be happy with AirPods, but you could go just like your bank account. I built Nixie tube clocks myself. Very nice. Yeah, like I wish I had the time to venture into other hobbies, and I wish that, that maybe I had started my channel on, that premise. It's why I actually moved away from the name 001 Keyboards, because I realized that I want to do other things as well, and I don't want to lock myself to only doing keyboards. Right, so that's why, like on Sunday I'll do Lego, I'll do other things. But I understand most people are here for the keyboards. Like I've thought about making a second Twitch account just for when I do other things. Same with my Instagram account as well. Thought about just making another private one or something. Man, this plate is driving me insane. This is why, because this is a disassembled one, this is why when you build it the first time, when the plate is most likely straight, you need to build it right. Because otherwise, if you don't build it right, you're going to permanently damage the plate, and you're going to make it way more difficult to rebuild. Which I think is the case here. I think that so it was fine. The previous guy just, because of the tightness. Again, this is also a problem with the plate itself. Because of how tight the plate and PCB are. I think that it was just built hastily. And it ended up warping the plate in weird ways. Because usually when it's warped, it's just warped down the middle, right? Or around the edges. This one's just warped around certain sections. So definitely that. Yeah, I can't do too much more to fix this. Max on deck. Hey, what's up? See you're on the business account. Lazy don't want to switch accounts. Yes. Does become a hassle. Yeah, don't forget to check out our friends over at Max on Deck. Mexican Deck. Yeah, see the plate. The switch fits nicely and evenly on the plate, but it is still, the front still floats just a little bit. So at this point, I really don't know what I can do. Again, it's not something major. It's not, most people don't even care about this. I do though. I get annoyed. I just want it done as perfectly as possible. $5,000 car can get you from point A to B. $50,000 car get you there in style, feel, and cater to your needs. Yeah. And yes, Red Hawk makes a good distinction. Yeah, these aren't my keyboards, so these are people send them to me to get them built, so that's why you see them all the time. If I didn't already have a pair of nice speakers, I would actually try DIY audio and build my own speakers. Like just buy a kit and do all the soldering and finishing myself. But can't beat the Yamos at that price, so kinda stuck. Give me a Yeetmos and build it. No. I would build a DIY one for you before I would give you my Yamos or Yamos. Right, because that's the thing about the DIY route with speakers is that most of the time the finish is gonna be nowhere near as good as pre-made ones. Like that's the unfortunate reality. Yeah, like most DIY speakers look terrible. They look absolutely horrible. If you just look up, I think there's a subreddit DIY audio and stuff like that. Like you look them up. Like you get that they sound. You can see how they can sound better than other things at that price point at MSRP. But man, they look rough. Audio never scales linearly in price. Absolute single money. I mean, same thing with keyboards, right? $3,000 for an OTD. Not a linear scale at all. And PC Low Letter. Hello. When is the wedding? Is it tomorrow? Is it Sunday? How is the... Are you there for just a weekend? I know it's Memorial Day, so maybe you took more time off. I don't know. Wow, I am actually... This is the end of an era. I finished the roll. Wedding is Sunday. Just got into a hotel. Very nice. Did you fly or did you drive? I hope you flew. Driving would suck. Are you going to Cancun? My brother went with some college friends. He said the amount of solicitation from pimps is insane. You go to the beach and you get multiple pimps asking you if you'd like a good night. Puerto... Is that... Hold on, Vallarta? I don't even know. Larta? I'm gonna say Larta. Too far to drive. See, that's what you think. But a lot of people still like the driving. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like when my younger brother got married in California, the wife's family drove to California from Texas. It's like, why? It was like a 2-3 day drive for just like 2 days, and then they came back and what the fuck? Why? And people are like, well, it costs more. I mean, maybe. To fly, as in, flying costs a lot more. Maybe. Because you also have to think about, the wear and tear on your car, the safety. The big thing is the safety. Driving that far is not safe. Statistically. Pretty terrible compared to flying. Right? And you're tired, so you're more likely to get into a wreck. I mean, so, unless you have plans on, like, oh, I'm going to stop here, I'm going to stop there, you make a full road trip out of it, but they didn't. It was just, I'm going to drive for like 16 hours and then sleep for 5 hours and drive another 16. Some shit like that. $1,500 miles. No, I'm driving that far distance in Mexico. Yeah, that's insane. You're gonna get mugged, dude. murdered. Is this your first time in Mexico? I've never been. I think I would rather visit other states in the US first before I go though. Like I'd rather make another trip to California first, I think. Because when I went last time I was basically just around the LA area. I did not venture far at all. Would be nice to check out San Francisco, San Diego. Orange Osh. Yes, I am from Malaysia. Are you as well from Malaysia? First time. Well, piece of the letter, we were just talking about Mexican food and how I haven't had good Mexican food in a while. So, I hope you can find a good Chipotle there. I'm just kidding. I know Californians are super proud of their, like they really believe that they have the best Mexican food in the United States. And they're really proud of their breakfast burritos. I did not enjoy the California breakfast burrito. I really did not. It's okay. Yeah, I actually had trouble finding authentic-ish Mexican food in LA. At least I couldn't, succeed. A breakfast burrito. That's the, what did I put in it? Look this up. Let's see. Okay. So, this is... And Josh says, Singapore, your neighbor, been following YouTube. Well, welcome to the stream. It's always exciting to hear from someone from Malaysia, from Singapore. Welcome, welcome. We don't get enough of you guys. Okay, see? So you've got eggs, you've got cheese, you've got... I like it. It's basically Tex-Mex, but, Californian. Yeah, I did not enjoy it. I mean, then again, I don't even like Tex-Mex to begin with. So, not surprised I didn't like California breakfast burrito there. As in, I think that, I wouldn't say they don't have it here, but it is... it's like California rolls, right? Like sushi and Philadelphia rolls. I can get them in Texas, but that's just what it's called. And I guess that's where it originated from. Wait, what happened to... Oh. Yes, California means with avocado. Absolutely. It's on Wikipedia, right? If alternative meanings. California means with avocado. I wish avocados weren't so expensive and weren't ethically ambiguous, because they are so good. Did you guys remember that article about how avocados are basically the blood diamonds of the food industry? It was on Discord a while back. All right, 14 by 71. Well, thanks for tuning in. It's unfortunate we didn't get to finish the board before you to sign up for the night, but thank you. Have a good night and a good weekend. Memorial Day weekend. Red Hawk, are you gonna have Monday off as well? Devness is having the whole week off, so maybe some Borderlands. Maybe. Oh, Devness is still here. I didn't realize that. Devness bought a pair of Ultra Boosts today. About damn time. Okay, so is this everything? Make sure. Okay, so D's over here. You got not buying unit 33% off? Yeah, dude, you should have gotten the isn't there a black and red suede and leather one? Let's see if I can find it. Dude, see? This thing was also 33% off, dude. Oh, yeah. That's right. Just wait for it. But again, like, it just doesn't go on sale that often. Most Ultra Boosts could just wait. Man, actually, if you like the whole dark red aesthetic, you know what's actually pretty nice? If you like the whole dark red and black aesthetic, this is not completely dark red, but I actually had a pair of these. I bought them for about 90, I think. But I think they're out of stock most places now. I had them, and then oh wait, they're back in stock, and then I returned them. Let's see, 150. Yeah, so the real thing is okay, I think this is a better picture of it. Yeah, because it's really hard to capture what exactly it looks like. Okay, I think this is decent too. Cause of the crazy multicolor thing. Yeah, that was also 33% off, yes. And it, like when I bought it, it was 90 bucks. The knit for that one is super nice too. Like it's nicer than the regular Ultra Boost. Oh wait, what am I doing? Remove this one. Goyal, hey, how's it going? Dude, so on Slick Deals, someone posted that he bought an LG C8. I don't know if he bought it, but he said that. So he's in Austin, and the Walmart he was at had the LG C8, I think 55 inch. So basically the one you have, they had it for $699. Yeah, it was $699. It was $599 or $699. $699, I think. For on clearance, brand new. And then where I am, there's one nearby. There's a Walmart nearby that's selling them for $999. So $999 isn't like that crazy, right? Because it's been what, 6 months since Black Friday, so it's not that crazy. But $699 is insane, dude. That's ridiculous. That is crazy. Alright, so let's test this thing. If we are done soldering for now. 6 months and I could have saved $800 though. Or compared to $999. Did you buy it for $1,800 or $1,300? Did you buy it for $1,800? Or $1,600? I don't even remember now what you got it. What you got it at. I need a cable. Where's my... Oh Jesus, 1,800. Oh shit. Yes, I can just go pick it up. It's like the Walmart's like 3 miles away from me or something like that. $999. If it was $699 or $599, if it was $599, I would have thought about it. $999 now. Wait. So, see if it works. See if everything works fine. We have some access. We have 5 extra switches here. Okay. So. Yeah, let me see if I can find it actually. The C8 deal. Your ears hurt. Sounds like your fingers hurt too. Okay, so seems like everything works. Hold on. Yes. This is a function key, I believe. And then what was it? Oh right. Look up the Okay, see? See, so he has these 55-inch 799. Up yeah, very few stores with 599. Okay, see, so if I just punch in my zip code, I'm not gonna get doxed, right? See, look at that. So this is the 55-inch. Real talk, look at that. So, oh, it's not 3 miles away, it's 6 miles away, actually. Still, pretty close. 999. And then this one. Oh, Lord. This one's still, this is the 65-inch. Oh, so we told you could, cause didn't Best Buy have a? Oh, I just realized my light has been in the wrong position this whole time. Whoops. Should be better. All right, so board works. Let's put it in the case. And let's do some cleanup too. There's just stuff everywhere. Okay, that's mat. Let's see, what do we use for this one? I'm just gonna grab this one. I never get tired of this color. It's so nice. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe because of the Roselios. Thank you. Yes, this was when. See, now I can sell it as a relic. It's still got the mass in front of the drop. Okay, where are the parts? Okay, so all the brass parts have been disassembled, so we get to put the whole thing together basically. Really confused about the logo on you? Yes. That company has dissolved, since been dissolved. No. So we've got the Singa internal brass weight. So this goes on last, actually, or after this one. Where's mash drop? Love mash drop more than drop. I know drop is just weird, isn't it? Isn't this nice? Oh man. Okay, so this gives you a better idea of how the weight is mounted. It's pretty cool. See, so the case itself is CNC'd with the face and the outline for the main. This goes in here first, and then this part you have to be careful with the screws. These take the shorter screws, I believe. Because if you're not careful, you're gonna give your lion some dimples. Oh, they're not the short, but they're not those as well. So I believe it's these. Yes. Man, where's Ren's poems? We haven't heard from him in a while. Okay, so we need the 2.5 millimeter. Hex or Allen key. Okay, so it screws in from the inside. You've got this now. Then this covers those screws. And this, I believe, uses the 2 millimeter. Yes. I do wish this weight had 2 more screws here, because it, I think on the previous one or something, like it bulged in the middle a little bit. Alright, so the bottom done, rubber feet put on. So, now the top. Meg27 and Croissant, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're actually almost, well, we're not that close to being done actually. We still have to put keycaps on and do a quick typing test. But you came in during the good parts. done it, the soldering and all that boring stuff. Finally built my clipper today. Which version is it? Is it from the OG group buy or was it from the recent buys? So chat asking me, so this is a polycarbonate case. So you can see it's a polycarbonate with some brass weights. Pretty cool, really cool look, especially from the underside. So it gives this 3D look to it, which I really like. You can see the shadow that the lion head casts. You can see how it's floating off of the inside. So yes, I really like it. I'm trying to get the seams done right. How many OG group buy? Damn, yeah, it's been a while. Mechanus recently got active again, didn't they? Cause like they actually commented on my clipper build from a long time ago. And they, I think, recently launched another round of clippers or something like that. I can't even remember. Yes, is that it? The 2019? I mean, it's alright, I guess. Wow, this screw is... Okay, so I'm not gonna tighten the screw, Eamsbird. So one of the screws, I believe, is starting to be stripped. It is the one in the left corner. This one. So I'll just be more careful. I'm not gonna over tighten it. It's starting to strip, or it's lightly stripped. So I don't want to strip it completely. Or another thing I could do is I could just not screw this one in at all, and I'll leave one of the, I'll just put another screw here so that this way you don't tighten it yourself. How about that? So like you can still get the hex key in, but it's just risky, you know. It'll still go in, but I just wouldn't risk it. Yeah, definitely. Yep, so I will leave one of these screws out just so that you don't Because otherwise, you know, you go, oh, I'm just gonna, he didn't type the screw up. And then you screw it up. Clipper versus Nox 3, what's your preference? I mean, they're different boards though. One is a top mount, one is a tray mount, right? Or did he finally release the Clipper Pro? Or not Clipper, wasn't it supposed to be the Fiel Pro? So, I mean... Oh, are you talking about the Nox... Was there the Nox 3 tray mount? Is there a Nox 3 tray mount? I don't know. I don't keep up with the T60. Okay, I don't keep up with the Nox 3 boards, I'll be honest. I have a friend who's still waiting for his Nox 3 boards, and it's been over a year now, and it's still no sign of completion. Pretty good stuff. And Max on deck, thank you for the follow. I still need to get your chat command done, cause the description you gave me is a bit. I'll have to tweak it still, which is why I haven't put the copy pasta in. PJ Zenhat, thank you for the follow. Crescent, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I wouldn't say that he is particularly unlucky because, but you know, with how the board turned out or the group buy, I would say he's unlucky that he joined the group buy. Yeah, so I'm not saying that you know that it's unlucky that something happened. It's unlucky that he made the decision to go through with it. Yes. Yeah, so don't worry about it, Chewy or Max on deck. Oh shit! I exposed you. I just have to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, basically it's just too wordy. All right, there we go. Oh no, I know it's true, but you know we gotta stay in character. Mike Tennyson says, do you have a preference on stabs? GMK or Cherry? Like I've always, ever since the advent of Zero Stabilizers, I've always said, at the end of the day, I still prefer, after modding, I still prefer Cherry or GMK. They still have a more robust, deeper sound. GMK, Zero Stabs sound a bit chirpier, bit more high pitched and plasticky. Also way cheaper, of course. Think about group buys to begin with, yes, but this was not a new, you know, group buy runner. This was not a. I would say that it wasn't a surprise. Is what I would put it as. I think that's why I said he was unlucky that he had faith. It's kind of like joining a Nox 3 group buy at this point is like it's like leaving one abusive relationship and then joining another one, or starting to date. Or I wouldn't say, you know, like you've had a history of dating abusive boyfriends, although that's a good summary of what it's like to be someone in the hobby joining group buys. Time and time again, we still join group buys and we still get disappointed, still get swindled. But no, so this is like you starting to date a known abuser. You're like, I can change him. I can, you know, he'll be different to me. This will be different. And then you still get screwed over. Because surprise, surprise. Why does it pop out? Yes, that is another thing. That's why you just have to buy the Zephyr, dude. Just buy it. Just buy the Zephyr. With the anti-stabilizer wire popping technology. Okay, let me wash my hands. And then we'll put keycaps on. Okay, so now we have to decide on the keycaps for this. Alright. Also, the PC doesn't come with RGB LEDs soldered. You have to do it, you have to solder yourself if you want that. Eamesburg didn't particularly care for the RGB, and honestly the RGB looks really bad on the polycarbonate Singa. So no RGB LEDs on this one. So we can do Dolce, Cape Republic, die subs, GMK Oblivion. Always a good option. Wait, did I leave Space Cadet outside? We could do GMK white on black. Did we do white on black on a board recently? I don't remember. So excited at the upcoming Olive. Olive will look great on this board. I do wish it had more Olive. I will be honest. Because I know it has, I think, like a beige alpha. It has beige alphas or something like that. I really wish it wasn't that. I really wish it was more Olive in general. Like, I just hate the white and beige alphas. That shit needs to die. That needs to just die. Like, every goddamn, especially the new GMK render tool, like, look at almost every set. It's basically, hey guys, check out my totally original idea of white or beige or cream alphas with dark brown, dark gray, dark something that's close to black mods, and then a color. Wow. Yeah, just most of all the sets just that. So I any set that just has, almost any set that just has the white or beige alphas, I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. Okay, so or Space Cadet, I guess, could also be a thing. So like, yeah, so could also use Space Cadet on here. So what do you guys think? Or a bit of Contraband. Right, this could be This could be good too. So, what'll it be? Where's my bag of... Damn it. Oh, there we go. Thank you for the straw poll. Oh, rip. Rigged! Rigged! There's not even a write-in option. We've got 2 votes for Space Cadet. Here, do you want to make... I hate that you can't edit. Like, I get why they don't let you have an edit option for straw poll. Like, right? Like, of course. Of course. You can't just fucking edit. But it would be nice. Because, yeah, otherwise you have to make a new one. Oblivion. Space Cadet. There we go. Okay. New poll. New poll. Edit the 5th option. Edit a bit of contraband. Oh, whoops. What have I done? Sold. Wait, oh, hold on. I thought, okay, see, so the link they actually sent me to, we found something similar. Hold on. Is this just the regular black on, ooh, with the Windows 98 key? Oh man. Wait. Oh. This thing has ended. GG. Oh man, the contraband is winning by a landslide. Look at that. I didn't even vote yet. Hold on. Well, I guess we know what it is. I actually have not even used these caps, so... Yeah, these were sent to me by a viewer, Discord member. I'm not gonna say who, but let's go. Alright. Yeah, so this obviously doesn't have all the keys for the 75%, so the left side is gonna, the right column is gonna be rough. We're just gonna use numpad keys. This is how the OGs did it. This is how we used to do it back in the day. Back then we didn't have the goddamn 75 and 65% keys. Oh shit, this thing just has the F14 and 15. Yes. Yes. I just realized something fucked up about this set. Look at the ampersand key. The legend for the ampersand. What the hell is going on? Oh, right, never mind. You know what? Ignore what I said. It's just these that are way smaller than the rest. Well, it just looks hilarious on its own, right here, because it's flanked by two. Because these are the what's the word? Superscript. Well, not really superscript, but yes. So see how these are half the height of these keys? These legends or characters. All these sets, and all I use is the base Japanese one. You weeb. Man, the backspace is kind of warped. The opposite is 2, 3, and 4. 2 and 4 look bigger than 3. Oh, yes. Yeah. 3 looks really tiny. Comparatively. I wonder what the logic is, or whether there even was logic to begin with. This is why I wanted to get the NJPVT extended. But, you know, warp modifiers, so I'm gonna sit out on most NJPVT group buys for now. Might as well just pick them up used, you know? Get them for a bit cheaper. Because they're not like GMK where, you know, if you buy them and you don't like them, you actually make money or break even. Like with NJPVT black on white, I can maybe get $50 or something after, you know, PayPal fees and shipping. And, you know, I don't really use it because of the warped keys, the warped modifiers. And I can't sell it at a great price because of the warped keys. And I was thinking of doing laundry tonight, but you know what? Fuck that. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. It's already 1 a.m. Probably get mugged or something if I could do laundry now, because I have to. I mean, it's a short walk. It's like 30 seconds to the washer and dryer. Still. Okay, moment of truth. Let's hope this space bar is. Damn. It's actually straight. Okay, do we want? Yes. See, enjoy PBT. This one actually works. My own washer dry units moving is a bitch because of them though. Oh yeah. Well then again, it's not gonna be more difficult to move than say moving a goddamn couch, right? Okay, so now for these keys. This is how we used to do it. Back in the day. Now we need one key here. Why not? One is light, the other is heavy. AF, I forget which is the heavy one. It should be the washer that's heavy, right? Because the dryer has almost, you know, should have less moving parts. Actually, maybe it's should, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, one still has the clothes and water in it, so of course it's heavier. All right, look at that, man. Okay, so now I need to turn the AC up because otherwise you can't hear this board at all. Looking like a snack. Yes. Right, I was gonna hit Windows to bring up Notepad, but this thing doesn't have a Windows key. Of course, of course. Yes, I know Alpha Pipe. I know. This set has more compatibility problems than just that. Okay. Right. pretty nice. I hate that I'm getting used to typing on linears just because of how many linear boards I build. Because I don't want to build one for myself. I don't need to. That was my justification, at least. Oh, I can't. I'm not used to typing on it, but I'm getting a bit too comfortable with linears. But yeah, certainly pretty nice. I do need to check the backspace. That's what's giving me problems. So what I'm gonna do is, please don't pop the wire. But yeah, it's definitely very quiet. Okay, see, it works just fine here. I think it's just this key. Yeah, it's a bit warped. So use GMK, then it's whatever. But with PBT, there's warp. You're fucked. I wouldn't say it's fucked completely, but yeah, you can hear the stabilizers just have a higher pitch sound compared to on chair stabilizers. But yeah, it's pretty insane though. And I'm bottoming out every stroke. Yeah, and I think with silent switches, I definitely like linear silent switches more than silent tactile switches. Pretty sure I just heard a car crash. Oh shit. It's outside. You're gonna... Well, it's not serious until you hear sirens, right? Also, Croissant, thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so this is the board. Let's take a closer look at it. Again, this is not the first time we're building a polycarbonate Singa. You know, we did this a few months ago. Let's check this out. See, this is why I don't like full poly. I like, say, metal on top and then poly on the bottom instead. Because when it's full poly, it looks amazing when it's when it's empty, when it doesn't have the plain PCB inside. But once you put the plain PCB inside, you can see the bottom has a way darker shade than the top. And so if you have this seam design, then the difference is very pronounced. Maybe you like it. I definitely don't. Yeah, and then so at least this one won't have RGB. It still looks fine about it, but when you turn on the RGB, it's the opposite. This part becomes super bright, and then the top is just completely dim. Right, but definitely pretty nice with retro-ish sets. Let's look at that. I know there are people who get the polycarbonate screws, so pretty much transparent screws to go with this, so that you don't see the silver of the screws as much. I think gold-plated screws would be nice too, just to match the brass weight. Yeah. And these switches are, oops, I keep forgetting that F1 does that. So these switches are lubed with Krytox 103, LSD oil on the springs, and Trebosis 3204 on these actuation nubs. So definitely pretty intense. Pretty intensive process. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, we're gonna start winding down. Or some of you have PC option. I doubt it. It really depends. If it becomes a small private group buy, then there's no way there's gonna be additional options. Proud boy. First time I catch your stream. Well, welcome. I hate to say that we're signing off soon, but I hope you join us next time or something. There'll be more streams this summer anyway. The next few months, but thank you for being here. Any personal favorite 75 PC keyboards? I mean, this is one of the very few 75% polycarbonate boards, so. But I'm not a fan of the layout. That's why I'm glad that they are getting rid of this blocker. Right? I hate this blocker. They're getting rid of this one, so that's good. Okay, so let's start winding down. Let's run the credits. Roll credits. I'm gonna look for someone to raid. And Eansbird, yes. Thank you for sending the board in. I hope you like it. And at least the switches didn't have a reject rate anywhere near as bad as the retooled black switches. So follows Cresson, PJ Zenhype, Max on deck, Danton Burton Jr., Damage Point, Piezo Electro, FM Rock 1, thank you. And the resubs and subs, Red Hawk, Long Cutie Pie, Sleepsin, Hamburger 14/71, thank you so much. And Tefram, have a good night. Eansbird as well, Peace Load Letter, I hope you have a good time in Mexico. Stay safe. As in physically and sexually. NGV for the 200 bits. Japanese Horror Rider, as always, for the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. And Orange Osh, I hope you join us again soon. My fellow Southeast Asian keyboard enthusiast. Eamsbird, Proud Boy, VPR, Red Hawk. Who else? And of course, don't forget to check out Max on deck if Chewy's still here. We need to look for someone to raid.
With let's bring.
Damn it, Twitch. So not a ton of people. Oh wow, this guy is actually... Okay, check this out real quick. So he's working on a Lego treehouse on an actual bonsai. So we already know where we're going. Whoops. We're going there. So it's a pretty small channel, only 29 followers, so please be nice. And if I don't see you on Sunday we're doing a Lego stream with a couple of friends. They're bringing a UCS Y-Wing Star Wars set, so it'll be pretty nice. And so if you are not joining us on Sunday, then I'll see you Monday. We're unboxing the E7 V1. Otherwise, I'll see you next Friday. Alright, so let's do the raid. That works. So yes, good night everybody. I hope you have a good week, a good Memorial Day weekend for those of you in the US. don't buy too many things during the Memorial Day sales.